Hey there, pipers. Still drinking. It's VR time again. A little housekeeping. I got my Sandow Pipes reverse calabash, the little cherry bean in it from Big Star Cigar. This is a VR to Army44, another local brother who hit 100 subs. So let's get started. And that's the buzzer. We ran out of time. Let's see. Now, Eric has a couple of questions for us. First question, how did you get into pipe smoking? I had tried a little bit out of high school, but kind of had the same experience everybody has when they first get into it. Bought the wrong pipe, bought the wrong tobacco, didn't know what I was doing, fell out of it. I tried a lot of tobacco products as soon as I turned 18, but never really stuck any of it. I ended up with, I think, dip and cigarettes, but wasn't into it, so I just didn't do it anymore. And then many years later, I was outside fucking around and tinkering and stuff, and it just kind of hit me that I need a pipe. Like, it just seemed wrong to not have a pipe in my mouth while I was working and tinkering around and just messing around. So it kind of grew from there. I went to the only shop on the island after consulting this very gentleman that I'm making a VR for. I had asked him a little bit about it, and he had guided me to the only B&M that we have on the island. But I was lucky enough to kind of find the community via Stogie Farts. Me and Stogie are on the same forum that has nothing to do with tobacco. It's one of his other hobbies that he appears to have many of. If you've been watching the Dagner videos, you know what I'm talking about. But Stogie had directed me to his channel, and then I started kind of finding everybody there, and then my information about tobacco was able to kind of grow a little bit, because our B&M here has crap in the way of pipes and tobaccos. Let's see, next question. What pipe / tobacco do you recommend? Well, me and Eric actually had this discussion a couple of times. And that's one of the things about being close to your fellow pipers, is that you can kind of share your pipes and tobaccos with them, and they can kind of get a feel of what they like. So I was lucky enough, I'd always wanted to try Early Morning Pipe by Dunhill, and he had some, so I didn't have to waste, money on something that I didn't want, because I was able to try it and found out I didn't like it. So that's tough, because we'd already been kind of talking about the Cherry Bean, the Delta Mojo, Mississippi River, which is impossible to get, and yeah, we had already kind of talked about that, so it's kind of odd to try and find a new one that we haven't discussed. I'm trying to think of an aromatic. I want to try, got so many good Englishes that I had found already, but not that one. Well, besides Cherry Bean, there's that one good aromatic, but I mean, I've got a couple of good Englishes and only one really solid aromatic, I think. The only other one that I know it's decent is Eileen's Dream, but I think he had tried that already by CAO. Anyway, moving on. What other pipe would I recommend? Definitely an indie pipe. There's so many excellent makers. Depending on your price point, I think the two guys right now that I think the working man can get easily You know, I would say a hacker, but that's good luck with that. I would either say hit up Jeremiah, but he's working hard right now and that might not be possible. I don't know when he's going to go back to the shop. The only other person would be Roussel Pipes. I think his first name is Matt. He has he's an up-and-comer, and he's just like out of the gate running. Like, homeboy's pipes are phenomenal looking, and like, I think pretty much worth what he's asking, and it's a pretty reasonable price. But his pipes just look beautiful. If you go to Tobaccos of Hawaii, he has a bunch on there, and I would love one day to get one of those, but I would recommend that pipe maker. Oh, of course, my boy Sparky too. If you want one of a kind, if you want like hand carved, that guy does the impossible. I'm actually kind of scared of his pipes. They're done so well and with such detail. I don't think I would ever smoke one of his if I got it. You know, one of his fancy pipes. Like, I was talking with him the other day and about his torch pipe. Like, that was just beautiful, but I could never feel comfortable owning something like that because I would treat it like, you know, like it's a fucking baby or something. I probably would never smoke it, so it would be kind of a waste. Final question. And my fucking screen keeps changing. What music do you listen to when smoking a pipe? Well, if you watched any of my videos, you probably always hear the local music in the background, and honestly the only reason that it's on that station is because it's the only station I can really catch back here. But I mean, I enjoy it, and that's usually when I'm out here, since that's the only station I can get. But I love all kinds of music. I mean, everything from rock to mainstream pop, and you know, anything and everything. I think I'm losing my light and it's getting pretty dark, so I'll end it there. Stay smoky, my friends.